Holly. I play Strix, and you're watching Grognard and Friends, which has little puppets, and they're very cute.
Thank you, Holly. Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome to Grognard and Friends, where friends gather to explore the area and play Dungeons and Dragons and cough and spray phlegm and spread the plague amongst the masses. And a very special hello to our new friends in Connecticut, especially the crew at Battlegrounds Gaming in Norwalk, Connecticut. Steve and Jake are not only there for all of your gaming needs, but are just so nice and helpful that it is an absolute pleasure to visit these guys. Battlegrounds Gaming has a nice selection of Dungeons & Dragons, Magic the Gathering, and more, including a second floor filled with tables for play, and even a room specifically designated for playing Dungeons & Dragons. You can find Battlegrounds Gaming at 326 Westport Avenue in Norwalk, Connecticut. Tell Steve and Jake that Grognard and Friends sent you. I'm just telling you this because I was there over the holidays recently, and those guys are just the coolest guys around. They are not sponsoring this episode. I just think they rock. And also a hello to Jose, who I met at the Commissioner's Cigar Lounge. And a great big hello to my brother from a previous life, Sar, who I met up with at Cigar Republic in Danbury. Connecticut is not only home to the most amazing New Haven pizza and burgers of all types, but also a great tabletop gaming scene. You guys rock, and thank you, all of you, for being friends. And speaking of the friends, let's check out this week's episode of Grognard and Friends. Hello again, everybody. Just before we get started, a few other things. A big RIP to Janelle Jaquays. All of our love and everything from all of us to her family. Janelle was part of D&D back at the beginning and was quite a big deal. It's thanks to Janelle that dungeons aren't just a single line of rooms with a big bad at the end. She really mixed things up and kind of changed the way they made their dungeons. And she also had a number of modules that she had created early on that were quite popular. So once again, all of our love and prayers to Janelle's family and partner. She's going to be greatly missed. On a happier note, we've been so busy and things have been going so hectically lately, I forgot to share something that I've been meaning to share with all of you since Christmas. Our good friend, the space wizard C.D. Reagan, or Chuckles, as he's known to some of us, our resident artist in residence, gave me a wonderful holiday gift this Christmas that I just wanted to share with all of you. It is a butt trumpet snow globe that is just absolutely fabulous, and I just speaking of all of our love, I just love Chuck, and he's just awesome. And this camera isn't doing this justice, but I wanted to at least share it with all of you. Also, a word of warning or hesitancy. A lot of the friends here today are under the weather, and so there might be a lot of splattering of phlegm and hacking and coughing going on today. So
there's a lot of mental and physical illness amongst the party.
Well, that was one of the prerequisites of being a member of this group.
Yeah, I think it's always.
So on that note, I think we'll move on to when last we left the slightly disturbed friends. They had broken into the prison of Seven Rivers at the behest of their new friend and possible vampire Murph to rescue one Beauregard Butterbeer. They had gone in through some secret tunnels that were used by the Thieves Guilds beneath the Hairy Lemon down by the docks. And there they had come... Dan just gets chuckles from any... No, you're fine. Please, laughter is awesome. If we didn't have laughter...
You'd only have tears.
They found some new tunnels that hadn't previously been there, which actually led into the prison, which was nice. The downside of which was they were inhabited by some strange creatures that looked like a cross between a spider, a dog, and a lizard that were quite formidable, and the friends had some issues getting past them. But once into the prisons, they were able to get around and release a number of prisoners in the high security area. They were able to release a halfling thief named Phineas, a merchant from the Overlook named Fargus, and a sweetheart by the name of Groon, who looked to be some sort of form of ogre that a number of the friends have fallen in love with. After which the group split up. I believe hashtag Groon was said by somebody.
We are Groon.
So at that point, the group split up. Calandra and Toad, who looked like a cross between Gollum and Robert De Niro's creature from Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein, had been turned invisible by Eldred and gone off. Vivalda and Gaius, donning guards attire that they had gotten from some guards that they subdued, went in search of people they were after. One Edward Andrews. And they were looking to get out. Along the way, they came across some issues with the group going in two separate directions. Vivalda and Gaius having a number of run-ins with guards and their officers and doing a lot of double talking, which ended up in fighting and subduing, and they finally and the rest of the group just getting lost. But eventually they all got together just in time to have some guards discover them, which led to a massive battle in which Butt Trumpet had a magical mishap that turned them into a large goblin covered in rock candy that looked like an everlasting goblin stopper made of gemstones, and just walked around spraying sugary powder everywhere. They were getting close to where they had to go to get back through the way they came, and the guards ended up being locked out from the room on one side. The group finally realized that they had left behind the Gray Shadow and the merchant Fargus and Eldred. They opened up the door, and Groon went out and locked it behind him and started fighting, and then before they decided to leave, the group had to rescue the crew. Just in time, because there were more guards coming, and this time they had mages. So they were able to get their crew back into the checkpoint, just as it seemed that a number of these spider, lizard, dog creatures were coming up from the south and attacking the guards. They then went to exit out. They found Edward Andrews after interrogating one of the officers and the guards that were in the checkpoint, and then were on their way out when they realized that more of these creatures were coming in from the north, which had obviously followed them up the tunnels the way they had come. They made it back into the checkpoint, but not before Vivalda had rescued a young 14-year-old boy who seemed to have some issues from one of the cells. And Phineas, the halfling, didn't quite make it because he was looking to abandon the group and exit before everybody else. And the creatures didn't seem to like that idea. So as we left the friends, all of them, with the exception of Phineas, are in this checkpoint with some guards. The door to the south is arcane locked by by Butt Trumpet with a large fight going on the other side between guards, mages, and creatures. To the north, I believe, is it still arcane locked?
Yeah, the other one's arcane locked as well.
Okay, and on the other side of that, they know there are creatures and they're not sure if there are any other guards in that direction. So, friends, what do you do?
I look at guys.
Hold up a sec. I happen to be fresh out of fucks for this evening. And I, for one, I know this is impulsive. I see nothing wrong with shooting some little flamey flames out this door toward the creatures and seeing what happens. Are we all cool with that?
Yeah.
The one
Yes,
to the north.
Yep, the one blocked by creatures that's blocking our way out of here.
Okay. Pro this. I'm gonna do a quick health check. Make sure everyone's good.
I'm
I know
definitely
Viv's
not.
kind of messed up. Yes.
Yes.
That was primarily my first bit of action.
I think you might be able to see my spine with how much that claw dug into me.
Woo!
Actually.
Woo!
All right, Marcus, give me a little bit of extra oomph here. And I'm using my Disciple of Life feature as Gaius puts his hand on her back wound.
Her speed.
Couple grapevines weave out from like underneath the wrist of his armor and gloves and just kind of start stitching things back together like machine quick. As I get you back to half health. How bad are you feeling, Butt Trumpet?
I could be about 25 or so if you had to put a number on it. I could
Just
be
a random
25
number.
or so better.
Okay, anyone else messed up like this? Was it just the two of them?
I feel great.
Yeah, I'm okay, and I can take care of myself if I have to.
Gaius will go over to Viv first. Whabam! 16 healing points as, like, just this vine comes up out of nowhere and just kind of, like, startles you, and you're like, huh?
Wait, how
Tell
many?
the chiropractor.
16 more healing points.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
It's still there, and it's sneakily eyeing up Butt Trumpet. And whabam! 21 hit points back for you.
And as it hit me, it briefly
hits.
looks like a red vine.
It hits, and then just slowly caresses off. As it's, you're not sure if it's because it's stuck to you a little bit from the sugar.
Did you say 21?
21, correct.
Cool. Many thanks.
I lean over to Kalandra. I'm like, Murph would probably really like this for some sick reason.
This seems right up Murph's alley. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my healing spells are getting a little sassy, or I'm getting a little punch drunk from all the violence recently. But yeah, Butt Trumpet, excellent idea. Let's lob a fireball into a confined space and be ready to close that door immediately behind it.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely want to like lob it a little bit back.
For sure.
Light it up.
So everybody just kind of give me some space.
Viv, I think you and I should brace the door in case things try to get through while we're doing this.
All right.
Cool. So I am going to ready my hand, wind back, boop the door with the other hand, briefly open to just about my width, like crack it, and yeet a fireball
Okay.
down this corridor, and they have to make a dexterity saving throw. 14's the one to beat.
Okay, and the question is, roughly where do you want to put the fireball as far as the hallway goes?
Let's say we're veering it more to the right.
I guess what I was asking was how far down the hallway do you want to go with it? If you want to, you can either tell me exactly where in the hallway you want to put it, or you can just say in the center of the creatures that are visible. It's up to you.
That one. Absolutely that one.
I thought it went a little further down the hallway. Oh my god.
The plan was to slam this bitch shut the minute I cast it.
You've been taking lessons from Vivalda. I'm going to have to figure out how to change that. You see Butt Trumpet boop the door, open it, move their hands, and this ball of flame happens in their hands, shoots out of everyone's vision. Butt Trumpet, you see it go past the first one to right in the center, and as it's doing so, it seems to get smaller. And then it kind of, you're not sure if it went behind one of the creatures or what, it just disappears.
I don't trust that shit whatsoever.
I'm looking at Shane. Did Shane do anything?
Give me a perception check, please.
Swear to
You know,
God.
it's the one thing that didn't look like adorable candy. It's the one place where I could have been useful.
11. I'm right next to him.
He's continuing to mutter. You don't really know what he's saying, but
Okay.
well, wait a minute, Butt Trumpet. Now, after you cast it and you saw this, is the door still open?
No. I still cast Fireball. I'm still shutting it. It was a, fuck, what? Shut the door.
So
Night
did that
night,
work?
I'm not leaving the door open.
Now what do we do?
So was that like a delayed one? I don't fireball.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. That's usually, like, pretty reliable, to be honest.
Wait, was Phineas down there?
At the end, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, he decided to try to leave without us.
He was Spider Chow, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, he got eaten. The good news is
Oh, we did
turned
see
him
that.
into not mushroom chow. It just turned into mushroom food after a bit.
After a while. Yes.
No, just everyone else.
You hear a huge explosion.
Yes!
The door, it just kind of blows out and opens
I
and
pull Butt
swings
Trumpet away.
and looks like a giant crumple from the four sides, and you hear rocks falling, and there's smoke
No.
and dust.
Damn it.
It's kind of red dust everywhere, and
Oh,
you
God.
get this smell of hot cinnamon candy.
Yes! It is candy themed!
Give me your damage
Red hot.
there, Butt Trumpet.
I was going to say, was that a red hot attack?
Red dot fireball.
That's 27 points of fire damage.
Butt Trumpet and Gaius, you too. You've seen Fireball cast. This reaction is far more than what Fireball, even at its most effective, can do.
Huh. Okay.
And there is a huge red cloud, and you just still hear rocks falling. And Vivalda, next to you, the muttering stops, and you just hear, fucking cool, man.
I cast Red Hot.
I just look at Shane and I'm like, my friends are pretty cool. What can I say? Just lean up against the wall.
I'm a little stunned, and I just stare for a second and go, whoa.
If the door to the cell isn't already open, I kind of pull it open. I'm kind of like, I think we're gonna go now, guys.
All right.
What are the guards? on the
I
other-
look
what are the guards
I
here
look
saying?
in through the door that's been blown open to make sure everything's still there.
It's very red, dusty, glittery
Ugh.
from the
Glittery.
from the sugar.
I mean, at least it's pretty.
Yeah.
My teeth are looking hurting at it.
Are looking hurting at it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my teeth are hurting just looking at it.
There we
There
go.
it is. There it is.
Yep.
Yeah, words, headache.
It's fine. You're good. They blowed up.
Going to did blowed it up.
Butt Trumpet, here's what you see. About here, there is a huge crater in the bottom of the ground that looks like a bowl. Above you, above that spot, it's very similar except it's a lot more jagged. And you see rocks and boulders everywhere. It's actually going to be tough getting through here. The corners of the hallway to your left are like totally blown away. So this used to be a hallway. It is now like a large funnel going to the cell door.
Oops.
and there are stones and rocks everywhere. The hallway a little further on to the right, also, especially the southern wall at the end by this hallway, is totally blown away. You see up against the walls what might be what's left of disintegrated bone fragments here and there. Gaius, when you went up there, are you going up further?
Yeah, I'm going up to take a look to see if it's safe.
The first thing you smell is meat. You smell
Oh.
meat roasting.
Candied cinnamon meat.
Candy
I don't
covered
know if
bacon
this is
almost.
good or not. Okay.
Wait, that
Maybe.
sounds really good though.
It's so good. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It is
You just
actually.
gotta be careful because there's people bits mixed in here.
So you get up to the first intersection on the left and you look. The door to the cell is totally blown in and laying in a crumpled mass. And you actually see numerous lumps on the floor ablaze.
Oh,
Oh dang.
Oops.
something
Oopsie
cooking.
doopsie.
Okay. Yeah. Gotta pick up like a stick and poke one of the lumps.
It's definitely was one of the guards. It like some of the guards had holed up in here and didn't come out when the other
Oh.
ones did.
Oh dang. Yeah, seeing as no one else is around me, he definitely just kinda like kicks them, picks up what's left of the door and just places it back up. He's like, yep,
Everything
this will
good,
be my
guys?
dark. Oh yeah,
What's going on
it's
over there?
you know what? Nothing big, just an empty room. This will be my dark secret that I'll hold for
Well,
the rest
wait.
of my life.
All the creatures die? Are they all?
Oh
are
yeah,
you all
no,
good?
it's all good down this way. No one needs to come here. We need to keep moving. I don't know why I've taken on
All
a
right.
southern accent all of a sudden.
That fireball knocked
I
the
mean-
north out of them.
Yeah, no, it's fine. All the way over here. Definitely ignore that room entirely. I'll go and I guess check the next room.
The door there is blown off too, but there was nobody in there.
Cool, I didn't murder everyone.
You don't know that. You don't know you did any of that, and they may have been
Nope.
eaten alive before that.
That's true. That guy was a charred mass of bone when I got here.
Push forward to see if our escape route is looking all right.
Yeah,
So the
it's-
damage
it's-
past that, it's fine. It didn't like cause structural collapse that far over, right?
There's still stones falling from the ceiling, and the corner of one of the offshoot hallways has crumbled, and the door at the end that you're heading towards, it is still on the hinges, but it looks like it's taken a huge impact.
Because I had used the doorway as an anchor point. I just want to make sure that the anchor point is not just people weight good, but ogre weight good.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Maybe the
can
dice will
help.
be with me for a change.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Is Viv there? Yeah, totally
I'll
good. Okay, Viv, why don't you look? Just do
All
a
right.
separate look.
Yeah,
Investigation
guys, you're
is
pretty sure it's fine.
Yeah, totally. It's just wobbling in the wind.
Well, maybe I should also check, just in case.
Totally safe.
What are we checking for?
No need when it looks so good.
How's it look, Paul?
Whew.
Hazardous, I would assume.
The door has sustained quite a bit of damage. You think as long as you go down one at a time, you'll be fine. Groon may really test that, though. That may be a problem.
Okay. Do I think that, halflings could go 2 by 2, or is it like
Yeah.
one person
Yeah.
each time?
Halflings
Okay.
could probably, Reed and Kalandra could probably go together. Possibly even Reed, Kalandra, and Butt Trumpet could probably go together.
I kind of relay this back to everybody. Be like, all right, up into some pairs for those who are shorter. For those of us who are larger, we're going 1 by 1.
You get a little pat on your shoulder and you hear, "You not big."
But thank you, or I'm
You
sorry.
tiny.
Well,
He's,
I
obser-
mean,
he's observant.
technically, yeah, good eye. Yes, you're taller than I am, for sure. Very
Oh.
much.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So, and Groon, I will tell you when you get to go. and you're gonna have your own special way of going down. I promise. Let me just talk to my team,
Special.
and I'll go up to
Conga
Gaius.
line go down.
No, that's not necessary. We can conga line on the way out of here. Gaius,
Okay,
um,
I like that,
Yeah.
except when they stabbed me.
I don't.
Yeah, none of that.
I don't think that Groon.
Mm.
I mean, Groon might be able to come down, but I don't know. I think
It looked fine
it
to
would
me.
well, maybe.
I have a very
should we-
discerning eye.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Should we
minute.
grab
Wait a
everybody
minute.
else? Yes. Hi. Welcome.
I could cast spider climb on him, and he could
Oh,
climb.
Spider Groon.
Ooh.
that sounds
Spider Groon,
fine.
Spider Groon, does
Wonderful.
whatever
So-
a spider do.
All of us will take the lift, and
Ooh.
he will.
And if he
spider.
did that, he could carry Butterbeer too.
Now we could strap a couple of
Sure.
the more injured folk to his back. That sounds safe-ish.
Yes. All right. Who
Or
would
we
like to
just
go
lower
first?
them on the rope.
Go by weight. Shall
Well,
we go by weight?
I think. Well, I think
yeah,
we
I
should
think that'll
definitely
make all of us
send.
feel a little self-conscious.
I
I
know.
think we
I
should
just don't
definitely
know.
send some of the people that can fight down first to make sure it's
Oh,
safe down there.
You're
Then we
so
send the injured
right.
people in the middle, and then the last couple of people who can fight at the end of the line.
Wanna go first?
Groon,
Wanna go
with
first?
the ability to spider climb down, could definitely, he'll go and hold, go down first. Yes, Reed. Yes. I
Yes.
see you.
I think Reed wants to go.
I want to go first.
He's
All
been
right.
jumping
He's
up and
ready to
down ever since
stab.
I suggested
He's
the
ready
idea.
for murder.
As Reed jumps up and down, you're starting to see the motes of red glittery dust kind of just stirring around in the air.
I don't know if that's
Boy,
Right.
I make a
That's-
mess.
Yeah, I don't know if that's flammable or not.
I honestly don't either.
Kind of spicy.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
terrifying
you're
part.
getting it in your mouth and it's sweet, but does have a little spice to it.
All right, Reed, you can go
Dang it.
first. You could probably take someone else with you, like Calandra, but trumpet sized, or both. I think both. You might be able, Calandra and butt trumpet may be able to all go down first.
Then I gotta cast
Sure.
on Groon first before I go anywhere. It lasts
Sure,
for an
that's a
hour,
while,
so
right?
that shouldn't take him. So it shouldn't take too long. So I walk up to Groon.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Groon, buddy.
Oh, hello.
I want to real quick talk to you about your special way that you're gonna come down. Okay?
Okay, and he kind of hunkers down and looks at you and goes, like this?
Almost. You know, you got the spirit. So when we all go down, so we're all going down the rope. What you're gonna do, if you're okay with it, I'm gonna give you a temporary, which means it's gonna last for a little bit. I'm gonna give you the ability to climb down with your hands and feet down the wall to follow us.
Okay, I'm not real good. I got big hands.
That's
I can-
okay. You can flatten your hands and you'll just press them on the walls and they'll be holding on for you. And you just gotta crawl down.
Get serious.
I am. It's a special kind of magic.
Magic?
Yeah.
Candy magic.
Can you make candy floss?
I can certainly try. Please let this version of Spider Climb include Candy Floss Web. Please do that for me.
Yeah, candy floss webbing.
It's like the sticky sugar fingers.
Yes! When we all get ready to go, in our order, I'm casting Spider Climb on Groon.
I don't feel any different. Are you sure the climby thing worked?
You want to try it? It will last for 1 hour. Flatten your hands on the wall and walk your hands and legs up the wall.
He puts a hand on and pulls it back and stuck. And pulls it, and these strands of light blue and pink string come away, and he looks at his hand and goes, and licks it and goes, ooh, sweet, and starts sucking his fingers.
Well, don't eat all of it. Remember to use it to actually do the climbing. But when you're done climbing, you can have it for the rest of the time.
Oh, okay.
Like a little reward.
Do I go now?
You'll go after we go, okay? After we go down the rope, you'll follow.
Okay.
Good job.
And Butt Trumpet, give me a perception check, please.
By the way, when we got here, did we bring those other guards with us?
No.
Woof! Woof!
Maybe they're following us. We're taking the way out.
Okay, Butt Trumpet, you don't notice, but Gaius does. As you go to the edge, Butt Trumpet, you see Groon just periodically touching the wall with a finger and then go,
And Gaius doesn't say anything. He's like, good. He deserves a treat. He worked hard today.
He does deserve a treat.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
definitely beheaded a bunch of people. But besides that, he's just been a sweetheart.
So the tinies go down first.
all three of you tinies, give me a dex check. Reed, just don't roll a 1. And Butt Trumpet and Calandra, are you going down separately, or is Calandra and Butt Trumpet on Reed's back?
We're gonna say I'm on Reed's back.
Okay.
Reed, don't roll a 1, please.
I did not
16.
roll one. You're good.
The tinies make it down. Team Fun Size is at the bottom of the rope.
And that worked
Yeah.
better because Candy joke. Fun size.
Once everybody's off the rope, I give a little yank, like dun 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 dun. Dun. I don't know if that means anything, but
All right.
hopefully they know.
I think the way
Well,
the rope is
Groon
bouncing,
next.
that means they're ready for the next person. All right.
All right.
Groon.
Groon, that's you. That's you, buddy. Climb ho.
Oh,
Hey.
okay. Hold
Yeah, just don't do that in the middle of the climb, my man. Just do that when you get down to the bottom.
Oh,
No snacking until the bottom. Yep.
I hope I don't waste any. And you see
Oh,
him
I'm
go,
sure you won't.
and he kind of is the size of the entire hole.
Shaft. Yeah. He might have just been able to put his hands on the sides and just slid down.
Slide.
Yeah. And he kind of goes down, and as he goes down, you just see him go, like, he'll pull a hand off and go down, pull the other one out, go down, all the way down. And
You
you
know what?
see,
He's gonna down and he's safe. I don't care. He can do it all he wants.
and as he does it, this, like, cotton candy comes away in his hand, and each time, as like,
Oh, we're really not going to want to touch the sides of this wall now.
No.
It's going to be sticky and slimy at the same time.
Yes.
I'm at the bottom looking up, going, I really want to touch the size of that thing.
Ugh.
First he does.
Reed has this vision of him coming down the rope, just licking the wall as he goes.
We'll get you some candy. We'll get you candy. We'll get you some candy. Here,
Yeah, he
in
wants
fact,
Groon.
here.
He wants Groon candy.
None of that.
Gonna start licking
Not without
Groon's
Groon.
fingers.
None of
Groon-
that without
Oh,
Groon's
God.
consent. You have to ask his permission before you can lick him.
You hear Groon as he's coming down to the bottom going, "Good Grundy floss."
Yes, it is.
Oh man, I hope you accidentally made that permanent for him.
I kind of do too, honestly. Okay, so my spells are having really bad. I'm having bad spell reception.
Built-in
There's a
delay. It's a feature.
There's a lag. There's a lag.
What was that? You're lagging. What?
Perfect. Now then, where were we?
Groon
You're
goes,
lagging.
and 'tis
Makes it down. Patient.
exactly followed by
Viv's gonna check on the other guards. Did they follow us after we took everybody out of the room and just went this way?
you see them. They came from the checkpoint into the hallway, and they're all going, "Holy shit!"
Ah, yes. So welcome. This is the way out.
And from
Oh,
the
you can
back,
check up
you hear one of the guards go, "Tastes like cinnamon."
Oh, okay. Well, who would
Probably.
like to go down next? We've got
We'll
lots
send
of
the
people
injured
here.
down. I said we send
Send
the
the
injured
injured.
down. Do any of them look like they need assistance?
No, they actually seem fine. They're young guys. They seem to be all in pretty good shape.
No, like Butterbeer and
Oh,
Andrews. Not the guards, the injured. Not the
Gotcha.
injured guards, but
I'm going to say that Butterbeer, Groon took Butterbeer and put him on his back.
and maybe you know what, Shadow? Why don't you take Andrews, because he's also a little bit worse for wear. And then Ferguson, you're looking pretty healthy. Do you think you can climb down a rope?
That's Fargus and
Vargas, sorry.
climb.
Oh dear. Yes. Well,
Are there
luckily you're not
stairs
climbing
somewhere?
up. You're climbing down. Listen, I understand the inconvenience. Would you like to stay?
Climb sounds wonderful, actually. If you just show me how I do it.
Okay, guys gives a overly like as people are just climbing down there. It's like, you see how they're doing it. You put your foot around it. You step on the rope, and you just kind of slowly lower yourself down. Guys gives them like a pair of old gloves. It's like, here's to protect your hands.
He just
Yeah,
had a
it's just-
manicure.
Guys
Even an
takes out
issue.
the extra rope he has and like ties it around this merchant's waist, and just is like, this
It's a
is
big
a safety
waist.
measure. It's a lot of rope I bring, and I
Okay.
just kind of like, this is just this is called a rappel rope. It's in case you have a tumble, I will be able to lower you down. You might find that you enjoy mountaineering and might become a hobby of yours.
Oh, I never thought of that. Be good
Oh,
for
yes.
holiday.
Excellent for a holiday, or and it's something to brag about to your friends. Who of them did this, huh?
This is true. Although I don't think any of them have been in prison before, except for that.
Well, I wouldn't brag about that
scallywag
part.
Roderick. Wouldn't be surprised if he was. But okay,
Uh-huh.
so I
Got-
grab the rope like this, and I stick my leg around it like this. Is this correct?
Yeah, and he wraps his one leg around the rope, and then you put your one foot on top, and it kind of acts like a braking as you slide, lower yourself slowly down.
You see him; he's really hesitant to let the last foot off, and he
Yep.
does, and he's like clinging to the rope for dear life with his eyes squeezed shut.
Yeah, you definitely want those open. But you're doing good. Look, you see you're not going anywhere?
And
And then
he
you just
starts
allow
spinning
yourself-
around.
Oh,
Okay, you got this,
you
my
gotta
man.
go down.
All right.
How do I
Listen,
do that?
guys. So, like I said, just you have it tight. Just allow the tension in your arms to drop you down. Then you secure your feet again. Then bring your hands down. This is a thing.
Okay. You see him go like this, and he just goes whoosh.
I prepped to catch him.
Give me a dexterity check, please.
Can I make this argument? This is definitely athletics.
Sure.
I am
Well, I
using
was thinking-
strength to stop him.
Okay, sure. My logic was that, you have to be quick to do it, but no, you make a very good argument.
Yeah. This is I'm using strength and leverage to stop him from dying. This is a 21.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to make a dex check. Just it's not like you got
gotcha.
him. It's just a matter of what you got.
How quickly I got him.
You get him by the scruff of the neck, and he finally clasps it again, and he's like, "By Jove, that sucks."
It's just practice.
Okay.
You know what makes it perfect? More practice.
I think I might have to leave this for the younger set, if you ask me. After this goes on, and he goes down like inch by inch, and it takes a while.
This motherfucker.
He gets
I'm ready
a
to kick him down.
butt trumpet.
I look at Viv and I'm like, you have a crazy boy who probably is going to murder people. And you're complaining about my merchant who's afraid of
Hasn't done
heights.
anything. Shane hasn't done anything yet.
Yet.
Uh-huh.
So Butt
As
Trumpet
we,
I look
Reed,
at
as
him.
we come back
I
to
do look
him
at Shane.
sawing through the rope that the merchant's hanging off of.
Butt Trumpet
Setting-
Reed and Calandra, you see this guy come into view, the merchant, like a snail. It's like inch by inch, and he's about 10 feet above you. And you see him breathing, and you see him tilt his head back and look up and go, I think I got this. And take a hand off the rope to look at Gaius, and
Christ.
just all of a sudden falls back, does a flip, and belly flops on the ground. And you hear him go, like, trying to get air in, but he obviously has the wind knocked out of him, and he's going,
All right, now
Awesome
He's become-
flip.
He's become a
Awesome flip.
zombie.
All right. Next.
He's a zombie.
yes.
He's not.
Because
Leave
otherwise,
him
I was going to
alone,
say
Reed.
Shane has like a lighter that he's like flicking at the bottom of the rope, going.
For those
the
who
way, Paul,
haven't joined us till this week, Shane is a 14-year-old boy they found in a cell who seems to be muttering to himself. And when he's not muttering to himself, he's laughing, and no one has told any jokes.
Puberty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say this
Paul, just so
teenager
you know.
scares the living shit out of me.
How long
Yeah.
does puberty last in human years? It lasts a couple decades in elfin years.
I'm not sure if it ever really ends.
I
Wow.
am, along
Just
with,
echoing.
hopefully, if Calandra and Butt Trumpet will help me and Grun, we'll set up a little perimeter down there to keep an eye out for creatures and stuff while everybody's coming down behind us. You know what I
Bruin's
mean?
going by the wall, going, what do you want me to do?
Just keep an eye out for any bad guys. Please.
Okay.
How long was the other guy climbing down the rope for? How many minutes?
An
Hold
hour.
on.
It better not have been an hour.
If it
I
was an
would have
hour,
gotten
then
frustrated and
Grun's-
kicked him
Grun's
down.
floss is
I'm
gone.
going to say 20, 25 minutes probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grun still has food.
Good. That's what's important.
Eldred, I guess we'll go next.
He goes down. He's a lot faster than the merchant, but he's kind of awkward on the rope. And you hear like, whoa. And like it's swinging back and forth and spinning as he's going down, but he eventually gets down. Pretty is not a word you would use to describe Eldred going down the rope.
Come on, make like you're at the temple. You know how to do this.
All right. Does that leave me, Gaius, Shane, and the guards? Is there
Yeah.
another person?
The guards are
so,
kind
yeah.
of looking, talking to each other. They
So do you
seem, they
guys wanna
seem
go-
at odds with something with themselves.
What's up, guys?
This isn't right.
Which part?
Letting
part
prisoners
where-
leave.
I
And
mean
letting
the
They would
guards-
place,
die otherwise.
the place where a monster attack is currently ongoing and everyone's being eaten and ripped apart. Is that the part you don't agree
Does that
with?
sound more humane?
You know how many dead prisoners we found because these things broke in and started taking your charges? Yes, you're supposed to be incarcerating them, but you're also supposed to be protecting them.
Hey, we left Smith in that cell over there. Smith and Jenkins.
I don't
They
know who
should-
they are.
No. They're back in that cell where we found the guys without the clothes. They're out the uniforms. We should go get them and
Didn't
bring
everyone-
them along.
Didn't you guys
All
go
right.
and grab everyone?
No, let's go. Come on, we'll get them. Hey, you have
All
a key,
right.
right? And they turn around and head back.
Oh my god.
All the guards go?
That's nice.
Except for the officer, who just stays there and
Okay.
is like watching.
I'll have Shane go down the rope.
He seems oblivious, but takes the rope with one hand, takes a leg, wraps it around it, seems
I
to
put
like
the other hand on the
tilt,
rope.
tilts his head down, that big smile beneath the long greasy hair in his face, and just kind of steps away and just slowly goes down. You're not really sure how he's doing it. It just
Ooh,
kind
it's
of
chilling.
goes down.
Okay, I just let that happen. He's got his own little special way of going down the rope. That's all.
So
He's
It's like an
just-
evil Mary
Reed,
Poppins.
Calandra, and Butt Trumpet, you just hear this, and then you see Shane just kind of come down with this big weird smile and his head tilted down and his eyes looking out from the hair, and only one hand is on the rope, and his legs, and they're not even real tight, and he just kind of is like leaning out from the rope, coming down and just staring straight ahead and looking real pleased with himself in a real creepy manner.
Viv, guys,
leans
you
into
guys
Reed.
close behind, right?
Kalandra leads into Reed very quietly and says, I wonder which one of us he's going to try to kill in their sleep first.
Getting like real close to Groon over here. Viv, guys, you guys
Yes.
close behind, right?
Please come.
I'm coming down
now.
next.
Cool, great,
I don't
awesome,
know who-
sweet.
I can't wait to leave this
Oh,
town.
Veronica will go down next. That's me.
As I always say, as I announce myself before I do anything.
Veronica, if you would give me a dexterity check, and once again, for you, just don't roll a 1, I would say.
Here we go. Give me something good. 12.
Look at the officer and I'm like, are you coming or no? I know you have mixed feelings about this.
I must stay with my guards and take care of them.
The
Well-
captain goes down with the ship.
I can't fault you. I just know that when we came in here, it was only to rescue folk that were improperly imprisoned.
He walks towards you, and he says, I may be an officer, and as many people would think, I'm not stupid. You could have killed us, but you didn't. And for that, I am thankful, and I thank you. My men aren't
That's-
the brightest in the bunch. That's something I have to live with, but you didn't kill them. I've thought about it numerous times, but I haven't done it, and I thank you. And for that, I'm not going to report this until I get back to barracks. I will have to report it, but that should give you
Of course.
1, maybe 2 hours, depending on
Excellent.
what I'm facing on the way back. If there's more trouble, you'll have longer. Are we good?
Well, sir, we are good. And Gaius puts his hand on his shoulder. May Bacchus bless you on your journeys out of here. And gives him guidance. And hopefully this will help you in at least your first endeavor down that road. And he then casts bless on him as well.
Ah,
This won't last as long, but it's as little I can do for you, working with an officer and a gentleman like yourself, as Gaius grabs onto the rope and begins to slide down into the darkness.
he says, it is more than I expected. Thank you so much. Once again. Good luck.
Gods be with you.
And you know what, Guy? I didn't get your name. Good luck. And he turns around and walks away.
Oops, neither did I. And I didn't get yours. Goodbye.
This whole conversation is happening as you're sliding down the rope.
So, yeah, I like broke a little bit just so I could have the last word and just kept going.
Any chance that Viv's elven ears could have heard that conversation?
Give me a perception check there, Viv.
Nice.
I got big ears. 23?
Oh,
And they work.
You definitely heard it.
What big elven ears you have.
The better to eavesdrop on your conversations with, my cleric.
It's only mildly disturbing.
What a terrifying child you have.
Wow.
The
He's
better to
gotten
plot your
creepier.
demise with.
Okay, so you
Mhm.
make it down to the bottom of the shaft. There's a lot of rocks and stuff around in this little kind of area, and you can see that this obviously went somewhere else. Where it went has been collapsed, and you can't go that way. The way you came looks like it was very roughly and crudely carved out, if not gnawed out even. It's not like a full-size tunnel, as it were. It's just earth has been moved away from the big rocks to get through. And it broke through into where this shaft was and back into the original tunnels. There just seems to be a number of these things, and there were natural pockets around here, it seems. Like where you found the mushrooms.
Do I remember the way out of here?
Give me a survival check, please.
Right.
I will give her help because I am also good at survival.
Oh, I did not roll well. 9.
Balls.
19.
The way that this shaft led is all collapsed, and there is that roughly hewn way that you can go that doesn't even, like, calling it a tunnel is really giving it far more credit than it deserves. And for you guys, it's like, obviously this is the way we came. For Vivalda, who's used to the open and the forest and the woods, seems a little out of her depths at the moment, and she's looking at the collapsed way and going, was that the way we came in?
She's just kind of in her head too, and keeps looking at Shane all the time too. She's very distracted.
Well, it looks like this will be the direction we need to go. The guy's kind of gestures, and also keep an eye on the weird kid. He's just.
I'm watching him.
Well, okay.
Like, Viv doesn't let Shane leave 5 to 8 feet from her.
Okay.
He's in a reaching distance.
You're next to Shane, and you hear Gaius say, just keep an eye on that creepy kid. And you just hear next to you, Shane goes,
oh, God, he's right there.
Yes, he can hear you.
I'm aware. I'm also aware of the I'm sure he's aware of the aesthetic he's giving off right now. If
Vivalda,
not,
give me a perception check with advantage. Gaius, give me a perception check.
I kind of look at Calandra and I'm kind of like, are you bleeding? You look hurt.
Nice.
I'm okay.
You okay? You all right?
I'm fine. It's not that bad. It's just a flesh wound.
Vivalda and Gaius both hear Shane go, oh, don't worry. When the man in the fishbowl hears about you.
I don't say a word. I just look at Viv.
Yeah.
Well, are
yeah.
you the one he's talking about, the fishbowl man, or is it me?
It could be.
You know what? I'm sure this is fine. It's just, I'm sure it'll all be good. What am I worried about?
I'm watching him. Everything's fine.
Uh-huh. Right. Hey, did he do a creepy float thing down?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna check Shane's hands.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. It was
To
pretty
see,
weird.
is there any rope burn on his hands at all?
Just the one. The one, it's
the one
like a really bad rope burn, but he just keeps kind of flaring his hand as he's walking, but it doesn't seem to bother him. It's just kind of like he keeps flexing his hand. And it's just, it looks like he's not even aware that he's doing it. But you do get a look at the palm. It's a really bad rope burn.
Is it bloody?
It's like taking the skin away, yeah.
She's gonna find a piece of fabric from her bag or something and bandage up his hand.
He doesn't. He seems totally oblivious and just kind of the hand comes up it's almost like it was limp, and he's just. As you're doing it, you hear him saying, "You will be proud of me, man, the fishbowl. I will show you now that I am free. I can tell you things you'll want to know, things that none of the others, none of the big people, important
guys, I'll go talk to him. You can worry about whatever you need to worry about, and I'll take care of this. I can do this.
All right.
Anyway,
then.
you know the way back. That's great. So you can lead this time if you want, if you would like.
You know, Viv, I know he's a kid, but let's not deviate into toxic boy mom behavior, okay?
I'm not.
I just want you looking out for you. I just want you to be safe.
I know. I want everyone to be safe.
Absolutely. Understood. Okay. We're making our way out.
I look at Calandra. This is fine. We're fine. We're all fine.
Everything's fine. Of course it's fine.
We're fine.
Here, you know what? Let's here have a candy. I'm gonna have a candy, and this is fine.
Hi, Kitty.
I'm pretty sure I'm coated in cinnamon sugar, so I think I'm good.
everyone seems to have a
Kalandra
layer.
about to have the best time
of-
with that piece of candy.
It's like a rainbow glitter over all of them,
Down,
with a
woman.
heavy red glitter over the top of it, but the rainbow colors just peeking through here and there. But it's mostly kind of reddish glitter, kind of sugar all over them. It's not like super heavy. It's just enough to kind of give you the Elton John Liberace vibe of your outfits.
What a day for me
Gotcha,
to not have the outfit that I wore to the party.
Right.
Gotcha. We all are just a little bit fabulous.
The fuck out of here, ho!
So you go around the one bend through the arch. You continue going. Path leads and bends to the left. You see two path entrances to your right. And just as you notice them, from further down the tunnel and from the second path to the right, you see these creatures just kind of stalk out and stand in the hallway, kind of staring at you.
I swear to God.
So are they blocking the main path or just the offshoots?
Mostly the main path and that one offshoot to the right. You still have a path to your right.
This guy stops me. I just kind of, I give them a nod, like, "What's up?" And then I just kind of walk into like.
You do what now?
I just kind of give a like, "Yep, they want us to go this way. All right." Just kind of
You
bebopping down the
use
back.
you use the candy glitter to like graffiti tag the wall 4A.
I'm trying to not show fear.
As you go, you can't help but notice going down the tunnel behind you, kind of Butterbeer right in front of him, so he can keep an eye on him, is Groon kind of tapping both sides of the wall, going dun 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 dun, yum, dun 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 dun, yum, dun 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 dun, ooh, cherry, dun 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 dun. As it's just as he goes along.
Yeah. Anyway, Shane, so you were talking about a man in a fishbowl. What's that all about? Sounds interesting.
He just kind of stares ahead.
Totally normal kid stuff.
Is it
I don't know if you're getting through to him.
a goldfish man? Is it, like how big is the fishbowl?
You need to talk like a kid. Up that Riz, yo.
What? What?
How do you do, my fellow kids?
That's how you get through to these youths. You got to talk like
These-
them.
these
PlayStation.
youths.
That's whack.
All he does
What
is
up,
whisper.
dog?
Hear Viv start going, yes, the man in the fishbowl will be so proud of me too. Anyway, what was he wanting us to be so proud about? Can you tell me about that?
What in the fuck?
Not canon. Retcon that.
Meanwhile, up front, Reed's bouncing on the mushrooms. I found the mushrooms again. I found the mushrooms. Yeah, as long as the creatures aren't attacking, I keep going.
I guess I'll stand at this particular junction and make sure people see where it's at. Don't touch anything,
Oh, of course. What? I would never.
especially if it glows.
I would all glows.
They all glow down here.
Unless it's Thursday night at the temple, baby.
I bet the glitter catching
Wait,
off
hold
of
on.
the glow of the shrooms is really psychedelic.
What happens Thursday night at the temple?
Glow in the dark.
Is it
phone
like 50
party.
cent wings?
Something like that, yeah.
Foam party.
All you can eat.
That's more of a Reed selling point.
I don't know if it's his particular
Snack.
yeah.
I figured it was something along those lines.
So, Paul, the mushroom room, does it look any different than when we left it?
The mush room.
This is actually not the room you were in before. This is a whole nother one.
Oh, I don't think they trust me.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Only a 6.
You're getting all sorts of different smells. Some are flowery. Some might be the candy that you're just getting the sugar on your tongue. But mixed with some of the scents and everything you're getting here, these mushrooms over here,
Mhm.
you get the feeling they're really, you kind of want to taste them or lick them or something. And
Do.
the ones down below you, the red round ones, they're really cushiony looking. You can smell these beautiful wild smells from them. They look like great big buns, like sugar buns, like hot cross buns, like dessert, like big donuts almost, with icing on them, with caked little bits of sugar all over them.
I just start spinning in the middle of the room. I'm like, guys told me not to eat anything, but this all looks so good.
And you haven't
Smells
had
so
anything
good.
really to eat except for like a good berry or something for a while. Your stomach's rumbling a little bit, and the smells are just, it's so many different wonderful smells.
Are none of my friends following me?
You don't know, and at this moment you really don't care.
All right, well,
The biggest decision
Do I
is
feel-
whether to
do
go
I
to
feel
the north or the south of this room.
other than being hungry, do I feel okay?
You feel awesome because it's like the world smells amazing. The colors, just the air is moving in these colors, and you feel light. You feel like you're a cloud. You're just seeing these different types of pastries and, meat lollipops and all these different things just kind of mixed in amongst everything. It looks delicious and it looks comfy.
All right, I wander towards the north. I know Guy said not to touch anything, but if I just give it a lick, he will never know. Whatever looks best there, I'm just gonna give it a taste.
It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing.
Okay, a few more licks, but no bites. Just a few more licks.
You know that if you took a bite, it probably would only be like one bite or so that you would need, just because you're really curious what it tastes like. Because if the licks are that good, what would it be like to eat? And mushrooms are good for you. You remember from your youth being told eat your vegetables, and mushrooms were a vegetable.
But Guy has told me not to touch anything. He's gonna know if I bite it.
And you know also, Gaius is always telling you not to touch anything. Kalandra is always telling you don't touch anything, don't poke anything. They never trust you. You don't know why. You're a good you're a good guy. But no, they're always saying don't touch anything, don't poke
This is
anything.
true. All right. I take out my pet rock
Okay.
and I put the pet rock on my shoulder facing behind me.
Okay.
I say, you tell me if anybody comes, Rocky. Just one
And
quick bite.
for the first time, you notice the eyes on the rock actually look at you, and the mouth moves and says, "You got it, boss. You just let me know what you want me to do."
Just let me know. Let me know if they're coming.
Let's
then I
go
just
get
kinda-
one of those there cream puffs. What do you say?
I lean in and take a bite.
So you see these creatures, one's coming from the side, just standing there looking at you. There's two that you can see just as the thing bends, are just slowly kind of taking these little steps towards you. And they're kind of crouched down.
I kind of called down the hallway where Reed went, "Hey, bud, is it clear?" Oh, son of a bitch. Let's at least go down the hall a little bit. Just remember, there's the mushrooms and stuff. Don't get too close to them. They are poisonous and kind of hallucinogenic.
I move my little rogue mask up.
Yeah, like cover up. Okay, let's go.
Oh, my shit still hasn't gone down. And I also,
Same for
I'm still in
him.
guard armor. Basically, we've got like the whole cone thing going on there. Yeah, so we'll just go down this hall for a little bit. Don't get exposed to any narcotics. At the very least, if they keep trying to push us into the mushrooms, we will not let that happen. And we will have to fight them out.
Okay, so they are literally between 5 and 10 feet away from you. And all
Okay.
of you have stood still up until this point because no one said they were doing anything else. You were talking about going down this one aisle, but you haven't actually
Correct.
said you were doing it.
Done it yet.
So
Yep.
at this point, who is doing what? Kalandra, are you doing something?
I'm going.
Okay, so you're pushing through the crowd to go down that hallway?
I would like to go down. We all need to go, so I would like to go if I can go.
Kalandra goes around you, Gaius, and gets into the side.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone roll me initiative, please.
Motherfuck!
Oh no.
Oh shit! Are these things based on fucking movement?
Because they were going very slowly.
Yeah, because we all stopped.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going to happen.
Where the fork is my initiative? I rolled it. Okay, I will re-roll it.
Okay, so Kalandra moves, and these animals charge. One goes on Gaius, one goes on Eldred, one goes on the Shadow, one goes up the wall and down on Eldred and Butt Trumpet.
Yeah, excuse me.
So on Gaius, a 12, a 23. And that's 4 points of damage on you. This thing leaps onto the gray shadow, forces him back against the wall. Definitely kind of pins him there. And the one that was headed towards you and Eldred Butt Trumpet seems oblivious to you and just lands on top of Eldred, knocking him prone to the ground. And he's on top of him, just kind of his sword-like legs, stomping up and down on Eldred. And you hear Eldred scream.
Oh, hell no. Not my
Okay.
buddy. Saving Private Eldred.
Always.
Vivalda, is your turn to go first.
She's going to push Shane behind her and have her shield out. And she's going to attack the closest one. Would that be the one that's on Eldred or the Grey Shadow?
The Gray Shadow.
She's going to attack it while also just shouting out to Shane, but I will attack first. 12 to hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Okay, as she's slicing at this thing, she's yelling out to Shane, "Can you freeze these things like you froze the guards before?"
You see, if you take the moment to look, back where Shane was, he's standing there, his hands are down by his side, his head tilted forward, hair's in his face, but you still see the big grin, and he just seems to be looking into space, muttering to himself.
Can I? Oh. Bonus action, can I disengage this monster?
Yes.
And I want to actually, not with any pain, I'm not going to hurt Shane, but pull the hair, from the back of his head, pull the hair out of his face and make him look at the creatures so that he's actually looking at them. And tell him to, freeze them, please.
Now you listen here, young man. We're doing a nice thing for you by breaking you out of prison. The least you can do to contribute.
Oh, so your hands got real greasy for some reason.
Oh, I bet they are.
It's all that axe
I bet they
sculpting
are.
wax.
So oily. Ugh. They don't wash his hair here.
No, he cast a grease spell on his head.
Oh, okay.
Gross.
It's fresh every day.
Yeah, he's got to make sure it's extra oily.
Okay, so that your turn then?
Yeah, trying to get him to look, protecting both
Okay.
of us with my shield.
Wow. Okay. You disengage from the creature that's still kind of in tight with the Gray Shadow, and you grab him by the hair and try to force the head towards the creature to face the creature.
Not enough to hurt him, though. Just enough to, direct his head.
Yeah, but you have to grab a handful of this greasy hair.
Okay.
And you see his eyes slowly look up at you, the smile get bigger. He reaches his
no.
hand up, takes your wrist,
Don't do it, Shane. Don't do this to me.
takes 16 points of damage. You feel
No,
Son
Shane!
of a bitch.
You
Called it.
feel like
16.
your veins, you can see the veins on your wrist kind of bulge and pulse. And he
Shane!
looks at you and says, "Let go of me."
I let go.
Bad touch.
He nods.
I'm just asking for help.
He looks at you. His smile has kind of disappeared. No
Asshole.
one touches me. I haven't been touched my entire life.
It shows.
Okay.
That's a problem.
Great
That's a problem.
Shadow's turn.
That's a problem.
It's interesting because he let me touch his hand and stuff like that.
Right. But not his
Okay.
hair.
Okay. I should have
Watch
touched
the
his hand.
hair. It's a very Uncle Jesse thing.
Got it.
Never
Touch
the
your
hair.
hair,
Sorry.
huh?
I do
No.
apologize to him.
Okay.
I do.
He gives you a slight nod.
Oh no, it's the guy's like, motherfucker, you don't apologize to him.
This is to your back, guys. With your
Oh, yeah,
passive
no,
perception, I'll say you probably hear Vivalda give out a brief cry, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, she's hurt. She's hurt.
But you see the gray shadow do a fair amount of damage to this thing.
That's good.
Butt Trumpet, is your turn.
The bitch ass that's attacking Eldred, I'd like to angle my palm to its nose and hit it with some pixie dust poison spray.
Okay, and they have to make a
Constitution saving throw.
You bip it on the nose, and nothing happens.
Damn it. Every single...
Mm.
Up and away, Web! Nice!
I don't want to be standing next to that thing in about a minute.
I
Right?
don't either. Yeah.
So, other than the spell that didn't take off, are you doing anything else there, Butt Trumpet?
Is the map accurate where that rock is, in fact, behind me and I could climb up on it?
Yes.
I'd like to do that with my movement.
As you start to do that, Groon goes, "Let me help you, little buddy," and lifts you up and goes, "Where do you want to go?"
Right on this rock.
Okay. And he takes his hand away, and these strings of candy floss come away.
Thanks,
You-
buddy. Big help.
Enjoy. It's tasty.
Yes, it
And
is.
he gives you a big smile, some of these missing teeth here and there.
I can't be mad at him. That
Anything
is
else?
my turn.
Guy,
Not unless there's a delayed reaction and he snorts up some pixie dust.
nothing happened, no.
I am pissed.
All right, I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm casting Spirit Guardians, and as I do, grapevines seem to just whip out of the walls and start taking the shapes as ethereal purple flame fill them into humanoid forms, and they just start assaulting all these creatures. So anything within 15 feet of me needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
So 3 of the 4 that would affect. So 19, 15, and 18.
All right, so the one with the lowest DC, the one with the lowest one takes the full 17. The rest take half damage.
I'm going to say the
let's-
one that takes the full brunt is the one that was on you.
and the rest take the other two take 8 points of radiant damage.
You hear a screeching, chittering sound from that one. The other ones just kind of, you see a shiver go through their body, and then the chittering gets louder for a moment.
Yeah, as these grapevine creatures just start taking chunks out of them and rendering them.
Purple grapevine tree spirit types.
Well, it's kind of like, imagine like the grapevines in the shape of people infused with like purple fire looking things. Like the eyes are purple and maybe like just, there's some dripping going on. They are very unsettling to look at, I imagine. And that is my action. I am not going to move as well.
No problem. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that is all me. Go on to the next one.
You just hear Eldred screaming. It is Groon's turn.
Let's go, Groon.
He takes the one on Eldred by the tail, basically swings it against the wall, down and on the
Nice.
ground again. Unfortunately, creature had his claws into Eldred. So when he first swings him, Eldred goes with, and as he swings him against one of the stones, this creature makes impact with the stone, and Eldred keeps flying forward behind all of you and lands back here, we'll say.
Oh gosh.
And he's laying
Well,
there
dang.
in a heap at the moment.
We're doing great here, guys. Gaius is doing all right.
We're doing that. We're all contributing and doing things. It's fun. We're fine. I'm sure Reed is not dead or something.
Doing all right.
Kalandra, it is your turn. You are into the tunnel to the side. What do you do?
Is that the way that Reed went?
Yep. You
No.
see right behind you Gaius and one of these creatures engaged in combat.
I have no weapon. This is awesome. We are doing so well. I guess, and let me see, I can see this is amazing. I will
Make up your mind or I'm going to move on.
cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Dexterity 12 is what they gotta beat.
Did you say 12?
Yeah.
They rolled it. It rolled an 11.
Ah! And I helped. It's a 1.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That's it for now.
Okay, you have movement if you want it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of I'm just here this round. Can't do much. I can maybe heal somebody. It's about all I got left.
Eldred's a little worse for wear.
Is he alive still?
Great question.
That's my concern. Is he down or is he like down?
No clue.
Yeah.
So Fargus just steps away from this creature and cowers against the wall. And it is the
Oh,
creature's turn. Gaius, so 2 are within your
Wisdom.
range right now. We've got an 8
Okay.
and an 18.
All right. So one will take full, the other will take half. I will roll the damage. Oh, wow. That was just awful rolling on 3d8. 4 damage on the one and
Oh, wow.
2 on the other. Yeah.
Wow, we suck at this.
I rolled 2 1s and a 2 on 3d8. That's fine. We'll all be fine. This is going
I'm
well-ish.
nervous about you guys' spell slots. I'm so nervous.
Yeah, I am too, to be honest.
I really, really can't wait to take a nap.
So Gaius, a 14, a 17,
Nope.
and this one is on Groon's back, 26, 21. And this one just goes and tackles and basically knocks over and is on top of Fargus, shaking its head and chittering and just seems to be making a ragdoll of him. And Vivalda, is your turn.
Does Shane help at all?
It's not his turn yet.
This guy. Okay.
This fucking guy.
I'm gonna attack the one on Groon that's next to me. It looks like. Let's try this again. Roll to hit, not damage. There's an order to things here. Okay. 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Lovely.
Yay!
That's gonna be 9.
Very nice. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's all I can do.
All of a sudden,
A black hole opens and sucks everybody inside it, and the party is dead.
Yeah.
Yay.
was trapped.
Everyone except Shane.
We wake up in a tavern. We wake up the next morning. And
It was all a
we
dream.
have to do it all over again. We just have to do it all over again till we get it right.
Everybody wakes up, and the only thing you remember is the name Shane.
You take that back right now. Don't do that to us.
okay, I need butt trumpet
Oh God.
and Vivalda
Yeah.
and Butterbeer to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, why?
I
No.
love those.
No.
Love them.
Um,
Yummy. Okay.
Oh, Vivalda gets it with an advantage, I believe.
Okay. I'll do it again then. Okay, thankfully it was with advantage. So the first one, please. That would be a 19.
You are unaffected. Butt Trumpet.
Lovely.
yeah,
you are...
big old 2. What's up?
Okay. You are incapacitated and have a speed of 0.
What the hell?
I'm sorry about Shane. He's trying.
And what incapacitated Butt Trumpet means that you can't take any actions or reactions and you have 0 movement.
Cool! Can that be fixed with a saving throw per turn?
No, you don't get another saving throw. This very colorful design that looks like a combination of decahedrons and pyramids and gyroscope looking patterns, all with very dark reds and blacks and silvers, appears for like a fleeting second and then disappears. The one on Groon all of a sudden just appears frozen, staring in that direction. Groon doesn't even seem to be aware the thing was there and is busy kind of going, get off, to the thing on his back.
So yeah, the entire time I probably just look like this.
Oh no.
So it is
Butt Trumpet, no!
it is the Gray Shadow's turn.
I'm encased in bubblegum.
And rock
Face.
candy.
Yes.
Their face isn't even. I think they're having a stroke.
The sugar high.
Oh no. Oh no.
The Gray Shadow is having a hard time getting the one on Groon because Groon keeps spinning around trying to get it. And every time the Gray Shadow goes to it, like Groon turns and like he's like, ah. So Butt Trumpet is your turn. You can't do anything. So Gaius.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay. So I kind of noticed this going on behind me.
Give me a perception check at disadvantage, being that it's all to your back.
Everything's
Okay,
fine
1, 2.
back here.
17.
Okay, I'll say you notice it.
Okay. Who, as I look around, who looks incapacitated?
Butt Trumpet, the creature on Groon's back, and it looks like Fargus and the one on top of him. Basically the one on top of him looks incapacitated, and Fargus beneath him doesn't seem to be moving either.
Okay, so Fargus is incapacitated.
Oh, and it looks like Butterbeer is also affected by it.
So combatant wise, it's like it's
and
Butt
it looks
Trumpet.
to you like Eldred must be as well, because he's not moving either.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of far off though. So Butt Trumpet's incapacitated. Who amongst the combatant? I got lost in the sauce there.
Butt Trumpet and Butterbeer, from what you see.
Just Butt Trumpet and Butterbeer. Okay, I think I know how to maybe fix this. Maybe not. I don't think I do. Damn it. Okay, this is weird. I'll deal with this in a second.
Oh, and guys, also from when it hit you, give me a concentration check on the creature that hit you.
I think I did all right.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so let's do a two-banger here. I'm gonna shoot out spiritual weapon behind me and give the old smackaroony to the one on Groon, I guess, because he seems to be having the hardest time dealing with it. And that will take a swing at it for another one. So that's 17 damage to the creature as spiritual weapon taking the form of. Oh, yeah, these are like spider insect things. Yeah, giant wasp is back and just comes in, and just the stinger just kind of like juts through its middle and just splatters a little bit on Groon. So that was my bonus action. And for my primary action, the guy that I'm in combat with needs to make another wisdom saving throw.
Bitch.
13.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it at all. Let's roll some dice there.
My teeth look just hurting at you.
That'll be 21 necrotic damage from Toll of the Dead. As Gaius just, both hands, slaps him on the sides of the ears as the ringing just starts reverberating through its head.
Okay, well, you notice are there ears on this thing? Hold on.
I don't know. I went for the ear, the side of the head, like they had ears.
Okay,
If
they
not-
don't have any apparent ears, but there are these two little tiny holes, one on either side of their head.
Yeah, I aim for those.
Okay,
And then blood squirts out of those.
okay. The one on you is not looking good at all.
And that'll be my turn. Ugh.
Eldred appears to be incapacitated. Groon's turn. Groon has stopped trying to reach over his shoulder because he sees the tail coming down. Reaches around, grabs the tail, pulls at it, and you guys see these spiked sword-like legs just kind of rake down his back as this thing goes, and you see Groon grab it by the tail and against one wall and then against the other wall and against the ground in front of him. And it is not looking very good either. You guys see the one here all of a sudden turn and go down that tunnel.
Oh man, I hope that thing's not going after Reed. Also, Kalandra, be aware. There might be something trying to sneak up behind you.
It went down where I'm at?
But no, it went down a path further away, but on the same side.
Oh.
And we all know there's a bunch of connecting
Oh, yeah.
nonsense down here.
Okay, so Kalandra, is your
Awesome.
turn. What you see is Gaius has done a fair amount of damage to the thing on him, and just past him, you see a giant purple wasp thrusting its abdomen into roughly around where Groon is.
Phrasing is
Oh.
important here. Phrasing is important.
Very
If
good.
the kids today watching take anything from this, phrasing is important.
I will do what I got and cast a Sacred Flame on the one that's not getting the wasp attack.
The one on Gaius?
Yeah,
Okay.
get away from my candy-coated cleric.
2.
What?
Let me roll my damage. If it will. Hey, 4!
Okay, so how does the sacred flame look as it bursts forward and kills this creature? Paint me a picture.
Okay, so it erupts forth and it surrounds this creature in bright fuchsia bachelorette penis confetti,
Of course it does.
but also fire. Of course it does. but also
Okay,
fire.
so Gaius, you see all of a sudden 2 things. You
Mhm.
see the creature in front of you surrounded by fuchsia penises that start spurting out fire at it as it becomes engulfed in flames and then just burns to the ground. And then behind you, a huge cloud of very colorful glitter explodes right behind you, and you hear Groon go, stench. And Vivaldi, you can smell this cloud right next to you. It burns a little bit. It's like not doing any damage on you, but it definitely burns as the little
there it is.
remnants of this candy sugar are riding the air currents in this little tunnel around you.
Lovely.
And you heard a very deep guttural chuckle, but this time it wasn't from Shane. It was from the other side of the tunnel.
Yep, I'm sure this is fine. This is all good.
This is great. Not a problem at all. Is it Toad? Oh God, could it please be Toad instead of something scary? I never thought. Oh, please let it be Toad.
It's never Toad.
I know. I just don't like any alternative, I don't think, at this point. I don't know.
Vivalda, it is your turn. What you see is next to you is this multicolored cloud of glittery sugar that smells it smells like rotten eggs.
Gross.
With a slight sweetness.
Interesting.
Candied rotten eggs. And you see Groon with his hands by his side looking down, and you hear him go, "Oh, I made a mess."
Oh, God.
No, it's rotten Cadbury eggs.
Exactly. Rotten Cadbury eggs.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, Viv is going. So, can Viv see Butt Trumpet right now?
Yeah. Butt Trumpet, what does Vivalda see standing on the rock in front of him?
Oh, sorry. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nasty.
I think Viv is going to run up to Butt Trumpet and see if she can help them, like, move, since they seem frozen, or at least protect them. So I'm gonna move her right here-ish.
Okay. And as you're about to, are you lifting up Butt Trumpet or touching them or what?
I'm going to, like, quickly, like, give them a light, like, tap to, like, move them next to me as I put my shield up in front of us.
Okay, you see them tilt a little bit. And
Oh,
then
okay.
from over by Shane, you hear a snap of a finger, and Butt Trumpet, you're a little stiff, but you're fine again.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack this dog spider thing in front of me.
The one in front of you, there's a big spray of black liquid coming out from underneath it, going in all directions. And you see that the head seems to be collapsed.
Okay,
and
so
there's
that
a
one's
couple
dead.
bones coming out through the back.
Yeah, that sounds dead. What about the one next to it?
It is on top of the merchant. It's back arched, and you can't see the head because it's down and the body's blocking it. But it's standing there, not moving.
I'm going to go over there then. If Butt Trumpet's able to move again, I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to pull the merchant out.
You see that its neck is turned, looking in the direction of where that thing appeared in the air, and it has ripped out the throat of the merchant, and like all sorts of tendons and everything are going from its mouth down to the body. And this guy's chest has been opened, and the throat has been totally ripped out, and the head is basically attached to the body solely by the spine and some bits of tendon and skin at the back.
Oh no, Ferguson. That was his name, right?
Or something.
Clearly
Who's your guy?
There's definitely an F and an R in there. Maybe. I'm positive about the F. Less so of the R.
I'm gonna kill the creature that's attacking Ferguson or Fargus or whatever his name is.
Farguson.
Okay.
I don't know if this guy is revivable by Gaius's standards or not, but Gaius gave me a lecture about if I get to have the creepy kid, he gets to have the merchant. So I'm gonna try and save this merchant.
Okay. Making an attack on the creature with advantage.
All right,
That's
lovely.
exactly how I phrased it, but
Oh my gosh. Ooh, 21.
That hits.
7 damage.
It just all of a sudden the head looks up at you, it starts chittering and it spits out the stuff and it kind of appears like it's grinning and it starts kind of lowering its body as if to pounce. Or is there anything else that you're doing?
Just readying to be attacked, I'm guessing. Have my shield out, ready to go.
But
So I'll
Trumpet,
sit
is
there
there
and
anything
take
you'd
it.
like to do?
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Yay! Well, attempt to get a Eldritch Blast of Pop Rocks on this one getting ready to attack Viv. 17?
That definitely hits.
Yeah. Wait, I get
Oh.
two. Okay. Both beams were on him, 5 points of force damage.
Anything else you'd like to do as these green crystals don't do anything, as a matter of fact. Nothing happens. Sorry.
Why?
What the hell?
This never happens to me.
it's all right.
Weird
It's
spell
fine. It
delay.
happens to people all the time.
It's so
I think it's
embarrassing.
It's just stress.
You've been getting enough
We
sleep
haven't-
lately, you know?
This
I
is
can
a very
tell them
stressful
I'm-
situation.
Yeah, all I'm gonna do is just sit and pout until my next turn when I'm useless.
Feels like our
Oh.
characters have not slept in 2 months for some reason.
Guys, it is your turn.
All right, so the one in front of me died to aggressive penis confetti. So I'm gonna send spiritual weapon up toward the one that's over the merchant, and it's gonna take a swing at him. Spiritual weapon, swing, and a hit. 25. Roll damage. That'll be 7 force damage as the wasp comes hovering in and just
The wasp flies over, comes down, and as it comes down, it thrusts its abdomen and just gets it at the base of the spine, pushing the thing in head first into the wall, and the thing just crumbles onto the ground to the side of Fargus's eviscerated body.
yeah. Now there's the one that ran away, and also oh shit, Reed. Also, someone go poke Eldred. I need to make sure I don't need to heal him.
I'll go
Are we out
poke
of
Eldred.
combat?
What, Vivalda?
I was about to
Are
ask.
we out
Are we
of
still in
combat
initiative?
so I can
Yes.
go check on Eldred? Okay.
Whew.
Then we
do it.
immediately go to Eldred.
Okay,
Check on
I'll
Viv,
go,
Viv,
I'll
you're
go
right
tap him with
there.
my boot.
He is crumpled up and appears unconscious. You think he's unconscious. You're not 100% sure if he's even breathing.
You want me to come
Call for
check
help.
his...
Cleric! Cleric is
I'll
needed
go
right
see-
now.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
guys.
I will go...
Gaius gets within like just sight of him, and it's like, I'll get up and cast healing word as just like this one little bolt of purple just hits him in the chest for the minimum I can do. Wow, okay. The minimum is apparently 12. So I'll get the fuck up. Because I
Okay.
still have Spirit Guardian running for the next 9 minutes. Great. Is everyone up and oh shit, the merchant. Oh, he is very dead.
Don't think he's looking too good. It's pretty bad.
I could bring him back ish.
We could rebuild him.
It wouldn't
Make
be
him
better.
Better.
No, it
Stronger.
wouldn't be. It would in fact be
Sometimes
far.
dead is
it'd be far-
better.
It'd be far worse. All right, everyone's up. We gotta go find the missing person who wandered down in a direction
Yes.
where creatures might have
Yes,
gone.
Reed.
And he didn't show up the entire combat, which is a bad sign because he probably fucking touched something. And Gaius goes charging. Come on, everyone! As the spirit guardians just kind of like float behind him like horrifying balloons.
So you see Gaius go. He's got these purple grapevine sprites that look like these red female fairies made out of grapevine. and with little strands of grapevine coming out their back. Coming out of the back also is this purple flame, and it's almost like they're going, Gaius, as they follow behind him.
Purple flame, purple flame.
I'll say, I'm not sure who else is following you, but we'll say Gaius gets
I
there
am.
first. You are? Okay.
Yo.
I think we all are.
Yep. Gotta stick together.
You go and you get in there, and it's another one of these mushroom patches that just is like there's iridescent colors of every color you can imagine, just glowing in this cavern that's about twice the size of the last one.
Oh dear.
Jeez.
I'm
So
guiding
I'm
Shade.
specifically making sure I don't touch anything. If I see what looks like spore in the air, I'm not going to walk into it.
There's definitely spore in the air, and there's a lot of them all over the place.
There's hella spore.
So do I see Reed yet?
Give me a perception check, please.
Yeah.
Viv would be guiding Shane through this to not
I think
touch
I'm good
any of the
with
mushrooms,
24.
but
You see to your right around the corner a huge patch of all of these different colored mushrooms. And the spores of all these different colors are in the air. And amongst all these mushrooms, Reed is like flumped back on them like he's reclining in a recliner. His feet are partially up in the air. His hands and arms are out to the side. His eyes are wide, staring at the ceiling. His mouth is open, and there's drool coming out the side of his mouth. And he's
And we
got
all
this
look like
huge,
cheeseburgers.
and there's this huge smile on his face.
We're going to have to send someone in to drag him out. Who is the most constitutional? We'll tie a rope around you in case you start eating mushrooms. I assume it's
Oh,
okay,
wait, actually,
but
hold on a second. I've got
What do you- what you
decent
got?
constitution.
do you? Do you
Yeah,
think you could?
actually, I just realized that.
You think you could drag a? You should be fine. He's not much bigger than you. I think you could handle dragging him at least out of the spore, right? We'll have a rope tied around your butt trumpet.
Cool, cool.
All right. I tie a rope around their waist. But bye. That's what the
We'll
rope's
find
for.
out.
Yep.
Okay, so Butt Trumpet, you go in there, you go over in that direction, and when you get there, you realize a little bit of an issue. Reed is probably up there on these mushrooms, probably about 4 or 5 feet up in the air. It looks like he kind of climbed on some of the smaller mushrooms and worked his way up there.
Well, I can't sigh right now. But I'm thinking it. I'm thinking of a very heavy sigh.
Appropriate reaction.
Yeah, he's up there. So this would require touching.
Butt Trumpet.
Yo.
The last thing you see as you go and enter the tunnel to go down there
Mm-hmm.
are some snap, crackle, pop.
Rice Krispies.
Well, more like snap, crackle, pop rock candy bolts that shoot down the hallway into the corpse of one of these things.
Oh. Uh-huh. I'm gonna need some help.
What's up?
I just saw a little body get sparkied over there.
Like a delayed reaction spell sparky thing, or
Did it pass by us, Paul?
What?
Did it pass by us?
No, it was out by where Groon it was and where
Yeah.
the stone that Butt Trumpet was on.
Yeah.
It went
Oh,
from
so
there
it like came from that stone to
Yeah. and went into
Got
the
it.
corpse of one of the creatures.
Oh
it.
no.
I say yeah, maybe. A little
Went in-
concerned.
Went into the body and just kind of fizzled and crackled and snapped and popped and you just saw little sparkly sparks go all over the place as it hit.
Sparkly sparks.
Sparkly sparks.
Mm-hmm.
okay, butt trumpet. Then come back in. We'll do the reverse. I'll get the rope. I have at least a spell where I could try to whip him with it and drag him off. I mean, it's still going to do it, but at least you can start dragging me back, like Viv and everyone else. And
Oh, Butt
unless
Trumpet,
someone's
give
got
me a
better idea.
Constitution saving throw, please.
10?
Things are starting to blur a little bit for you. You're starting to see a lot more colors in the air, and
Mm-mm. It's getting a little psychedelic up in here. Yep. I'm not
Yep, come on
doing
back.
good. Yep, coming.
you start hearing something that strangely sounds like Sugar Magnolias in a song version playing in the air, and
Backing out slowly.
okay, you see Butt Trumpet start to wander back towards you in kind of a back and forth kind of weave, like S-shaped almost.
Gotcha.
Kind of like
Pull them a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of like help guide them out. Like, all right, well, we see. I'm going to try to go in. I'm going to hold my breath, tie the rope around myself, and I'm going to try to rescue Reed.
I'll grab the rope.
Yeah, all help.
So I'll go and approach, but luckily, I can stand 30 feet away from him while I
Okay.
do this. So I'm trying to line it up, taking a brief moment to make sure I got this. And I think to myself, because I'm holding my breath, sorry, little buddy, as I deploy Thorn Whip on him in an attack and to drag him toward me. Now, I would like to make an argument for advantage here, because he's not moving, he's laying down prone, and he is probably incapacitated, one would argue.
He does have like 3/4 cover, though. That's the problem.
I was hoping that my, like, all right, so we'll argue with that washes out an advantage then.
Yeah.
Does a 12 get him?
You send up a burst of spores, and it comes back with a bunch of colored mushrooms wrapped around it.
Yeah, I'm like, nope. And I just kind of like fling that out of the way. And I want to try, I'm just going to try whipping at him again to try to pull
Okay,
him
go.
down. Come on. This is where we just, one good roll. All right, there we go. 24, that hits.
Yep.
So I will,
Do you do damage to him?
oh yeah, I'll be doing damage. But I, oh, you're
It'll
also
be
going
bitch
to,
slapping damage.
yeah, how high up is he, Paul? Because I pull him 10 feet toward me, which means he's going to be taking falling damage a little bit too, I assume.
Yeah. He's probably 5 to 6 feet up and probably 3 to 4 feet in.
So here's, I do 6 damage to him. I don't know what the fall
Okay.
does to him.
Roll a 6-sider. How much is the Thorn Whip damage?
So 6 for the whip.
So
And
11 total, right?
Yep, a total of 11. As I go, and with my armored gauntlet that has no skin showing, grab him by the least colorful part of his body and start dragging him out of this mushroom forest.
With what you're doing and all of that, I'm going to say make a Constitution saving throw with advantage, considering that you've been trying to hold your breath.
Well, I'll take that 21, and we can forget about that too. That was
Although
an
the colors are really bright and really pretty.
oh yeah,
You did
it's
notice
like
that.
oh god, garish. So yeah, I drag Reed's unconscious body out into the clear area.
Gaius and Vivalda, give me a survival. I was going to say suicide check, but I mean survival check.
You having a rough
God.
night there?
No thanks.
That feels
Jeez.
very on brand right now.
A
survival
24, Paul. Yeah.
Okay.
24.
It takes a little bit, but you do find your way back to the Hairy Lemon.
Ah, excellent.
Oh,
I
perfect.
make sure as I drag Reed by Eldred, I'm like, yeah, dust him off because that shit'll get you high as a kite.
His
And we don't
eyes
want that right
are wide open. His pupils are fully dilated. And there's just glittery drool coming out of his mouth. And he is just totally...
What, did he suck off a unicorn? What the hell was he doing in there?
I expect that from Kalandra, Gaius. What the
No,
hell?
well, hey, listen, I can be dirty too if I want to.
He's been hanging around. Guys has been around Kalandra too long. Like he's gonna start taking over the dirty joke train.
Jeez.
I'm just a little bit faded, and I could stand to listen to some Fuchsia Floyd.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
There's this great documentary called Which One's Fuchsia?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There we go.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I definitely strip off the guard's armor and put that in a backpack. I'm like, that is going to be useful for later.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do
Ribble-
notice
Ribble
his
changed
butt
back into a
trumpets.
letter.
Butt trumpet's pupils are pretty well dilated as well.
Hey,
By the
butt
way.
trumpet, how you feeling, friend? You look like you're
yeah,
some
homie's
pancakes. You want to
homie's
eat?
tripping balls. Oh, yeah. Hey, is it morning? Because this
Oh,
place
yeah.
has a
Is it?
great breakfast.
Get you some
Hey, who wants to
Come
do
to my
brunch?
Dino
prison,
nuggies.
come to Prison Break Crew that we won't say out loud.
Yeah.
Let's get
Yes.
butt trumpet some pancakes and some some
Oh,
starch.
they do a breakfast pizza here. It is fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
Making
Yeah, let's get
pancakes,
you-
making bacon
Make
pancakes.
pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in.
And I think they have a Bloody Mary that is pretty good. If I remember,
Yeah.
I can't. I imagine this is like the end of Avengers, where we're all just sitting
Having
exhausted
shawarma.
around a table.
Right.
Instead of shawarma, it's brunch.
breakfast.
So
Yeah.
you-
Everyone's glaring at Viv and Shane across the table.
So we'll say you get up to the Hairy Lemon. It's so
Yeah.
early. They were like haven't even opened the doors yet, but you come up through the kitchen.
Yeah.
And a number of the cooks at first are like, and take like knives and everything. And then one of the
Morning,
chefs is
y'all.
like, don't worry about it.
Guys just reaches into his pocket. How many guys are in the kitchen staff?
6 total.
Yeah, guys like goes through his bag, pulls out 6 gold coins, and slaps it on the table. I would really like some breakfast when you guys get a chance. And he just slides it at him and be like, "Much appreciated." Just goes into the main room. Is the bartender at the bar, or is it nobody in there yet?
They're setting up the bar at the moment, and it's not a bartender you've seen before.
Yeah,
Vivalda, give me a perception check, please.
I'm on edge. No, not good. 7.
You don't see shit.
You could pretty much have your pick of the tables.
Yeah, we have a large party,
There is
so
a
we're
large
gonna need.
table in the back.
Yeah.
I crawled into
Yeah.
one of the booths. It was like,
Right.
this feels so nice.
But Trumpa, you feel like even with all your spiky things sticking out of you, with the way the corner is and the way the dust has affected you, you feel like you're being held up by a bunch of little things
Balloons.
sticking up, and you feel just kind of offered up to the world.
I have helping hands.
Yeah, they're high as a kite right now. No alcohol for that one.
And Reed is just
Yeah, nah. We just
Oh, yeah.
we put his chair in the corner and just prop him up against the wall.
he kind of looks like the cover of that Korn album with the doll in the corner.
Yeah.
Little X's for eyes. You hear, "Oh, hey, it's you again. How you doing?" And you look over, and it's a big guy in a muscle shirt with a hairy back popping through, and balding, but big tufts of dark hair and a big cheesy mustache.
Ah, our favorite staff member. Excellent, my man. It is good to see you. We have had
Ah,
a
it's good to see you
long
too.
day.
It's
Ugh.
5:30 in the morning.
Our day
Yes,
hasn't
our day
stopped
never
yet.
Ended. Yeah.
Oh, you guys party hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Yeah,
We know
right.
how to go all night long and then some.
Oh,
It's 100%
I
right.
remember those days, sister. Believe me.
They're behind you. You don't look like you'd be past that yet. You don't party like that anymore.
You know, I had my days of experimentation, if you know what I mean. But, you know,
gotcha.
it's all good.
I can see you out the back of my head, and it's great to see you.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
You
mind
guys
them.
have
They're-
partied hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Don't mind them. They ingested more than the legal dose, I think, for whatever it was.
Yeah,
But,
A lot
especially
of
one over there in the
hallucinogens.
corner who, I don't
Yeah.
know, looks like a
he's-
lump of putty.
He's tripping
he'll be
balls,
fine.
dude.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Too many mushrooms.
Mushrooms, huh? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with those sometimes.
Well, what can I get you? You want a cocktail since it's still night for you?
Oh,
Those
yeah.
breakfast pizzas are amazing
please.
too.
Yes.
You want breakfast pizza?
Yeah,
Yes.
breakfast pizzas,
Pizza!
drinks. Some of my friends here haven't eaten a good meal in a real long while, so it's
Okay.
a
I
good
got you
celebratory
covered.
time.
I got you covered. What sort of
Yes.
toppings you want?
Oh, surprises.
You got it.
Whatever you got.
But make sure it's
available.
really starchy. We've got to help some of them sober up.
Okay,
So, nice and starchy.
you got it.
I'll check with
Ooh, some
Shane. I'm
potatoes.
like, what kind of toppings do you want on your pizza?
He just kind of is
Probably like kittens,
looks
Puppies.
around and
Dead fish.
orphans.
says tofu.
Oh,
Alright.
you're that
What a monster.
guy. A personal tofu pizza for this.
I don't
bitch.
know if they have that here. Do you have other things you want?
Pineapple.
Perfect.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
I'll
I'm
ask
fine
him.
with that.
I like that. That sounds lovely.
With breakfast
We're
pizza,
cool.
that might actually be good.
Some nice. If it's grilled, caramelized a little bit.
Yeah,
They
all right. You're
have
speaking my language.
meatballs.
Oh,
I'm sure they do, buddy.
yes.
I'm sure they do.
Yes, buddy.
goody.
Yeah, we told the guy to surprise us, so we'll see what we're gonna get. And if they don't got them on there, we'll order some.
Okay, thank you.
I love
And
them
Mike
so
comes
much.
back first with 3 large pitchers and
Yeah.
goblets all around, and out of the pitchers are sticking out stalks of celery and skewers
Perfect.
of meats and shrimps, and there's some clams in the top that have been steamed, and each goblet has its own stick of celery and some sticks with tomatoes and shrimp on them, and there's a pickle in each one, and
Yeah.
it's all these pitchers of Bloody Marys, and there's also Bloody Barons as well. And then the
Oh.
breakfast pizzas come, and they basically now remember, pizza here isn't like pizza as we know it. Certainly not like Philly pizza. It's more like fry bread,
Yeah,
large fry bread with toppings and everything. And there's eggs on
equally
them.
delicious. Gaius lifts his mug to everyone. You guys have been fantastic. To freedom. To everyone getting a second chance here. Good work. And then he just downs an entire mug of Bloody Mary in one go. He's like, oh, I forgot I hate tomato juice. Mm. Anyway,
Groon pats butt trumpet on one of the things sticking out of them and looks at them, smiles, and goes, "To Candy,"
I'm a drum.
Oh.
and says, "Yes, you are, little friend," and pats you on the back, going, "Da da 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 dun dun, da 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 dun dun."
I am music.
Yes, you are.
Oh my
Sing
gosh.
with me, little friend. Dun dun
Da
dun
da
dun
da
dun
da
dun
da
dun
da.
da. Dun dun
Da
dun
da
dun
da
dun
da
da.
da.
And this is kind of how the morning goes. And everyone gets their fill of as much as they want, and they can drink as much as they want. Guys, I'll send you the bill during the week.
Yeah, sounds good. Don't worry,
And
we got a lot of money coming in toward us. Got some
And-
guarantees on the way.
And I will leave it at that at this point, and we will call it a night. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Tune in again next week, same Grognard time, same Grognard channel, to see what they do now that they have who they went for. And let's see, after all that mess in the prison, what is the reaction of the city. So until next week, thank you for being our friends, and as always, be kind.
23.